What's up, y'all? Doing this quick little video. It's dirty as hell. Hold on. It's dirty as hell. Anyways, wanted to do this quick little video. I haven't made a video in a long time. Well, I really don't have nothing on my YouTube channel. I got a lot of stuff recorded that I never edited or anything, but I want to start, posting, trying to get this YouTube going, start getting social media going. I've never really been the type of person to, be all into social media or posting on social media, so that's why people don't see a lot of me on social media. People don't see a lot of me on Facebook or Instagram, but it's always been something that I wanted to do, but I never did, so figured I'd give it a shot. But today had a pretty long day. I feel like it's reflecting in my appearance because I feel like I look crazy, but it's been a pretty long day. It's winding down now. It's about 6 p.m. in Indiana, where I'm currently at now. But yeah, it's been a pretty long day, but I figured I'd make this video because I was recently reading a book. Well, I was reading it earlier today. I spent about 3 hours today reading, and I was reading a book that's called Escape by Anik Singal. And it's a great book. I feel like anybody that has ever thought about being an entrepreneur, or anybody that is currently starting a business or currently thinking about pursuing a business, I feel like this book, you should read this book before you even, start investing money and start putting your time into a business. So I've learned a lot from this book. I've learned a lot from a lot of different books. This isn't one of my favorite books. It is a very great book. It's a great book. It might end up being one of my favorite books once I finish reading it. But I feel like people should read it just to get a better understanding of what it takes to be an entrepreneur, and that's pretty much what the book's about. But while reading it, I started reflecting on when I was doing my music business. And when I say my music business, I used to make music. I was a rapper. We would do performances all over and stuff. But I was more in tune to the music side of it. But quickly, as an up-and-coming artist, you'll learn that the music business is actually a business. It's probably about 97% business and about 3% music. You know what I mean? That's why you hear of artists that are coming out with bullshit-ass songs or bullshit-ass music and getting away with it, because they could do that as long as they take care of the 97% of the business. Then that 3%, just gonna follow. You know what I mean? So I started reflecting on when I was doing my music business, or when I was in the music business, making music, and how I would work my ass off, and I'd tell everybody that I wanted to be a rapper. Tell everybody I was gonna make it as a rapper, and that I was pretty much gonna be like the next big thing. You know what I mean? And I truly believe that. And I truly believe to this day that if I would have, stuck with it, then, that was a big possibility, just because how determined I was. And I'm the type of person that when I set my mind to something, I won't stop until I achieve it. But that was one of my biggest regrets, is that I put that on the back burner. I don't really dwell on it, but that is something that I was very, very passionate about, and still am. I still love music, and I put it on the back burner. But in the book, he was talking about how people will say that they try to be perfectionist with everything, and that's how I was with my music. Like, I would get computerized beats from producers. They would send me beat kits and stuff, and I would tell my manager and my management team that, they're like, we need this type of song and we need this type of that. And as a new up and coming artist, if you have a team, your team is very small. Your team is very small because you don't have the label to have, management team, and to have music production teams and this and that. So you're working locally, and it's pretty much is who's willing to do the majority of this shit for free. Who's willing to be down for the ride with the possibility that this could be something big, and when it does go big, then you get paid. You know what I mean? So you get a lot of people that are doing you favors. You know what I mean? So my management team was very small, and they helped. They were more involved with management. They were involved with recording. They were involved with, shows and everything. They pretty much took care of everything. So my management team would call me and be like, yo, we need this type of track. We need this type of song. We need this, blah, blah, blah. And, me, I'm a high school student. I'm broke. I don't really have no money, you know what I mean? So we're getting, producers that heard my music previously and was like, yo, I want to work with this guy. So they're sending me songs and stuff, or sending me beats, and I would just rap over them, and, we're making good songs. And, I had, a band, and once I built my band, I was like, this is what it is from now on. Like, it's Amar and the Abnormal Society. Abnormal Society was my band. And the whole plan of it was supposed to be, we're going to make all these songs. Me and my band is going to make all these songs. Then we're going to go to the studio to record it. And at the time, it was like going to the studio was recording a band. If anybody's in the music industry, they'll understand. But when you're recording a whole band, it's a lot more money than just going to, a studio where it's a guy with his computer and you're recording in his closet. You know what I mean? We're recording at professional studios, but not every professional studio has a whole live band room. You know what I mean? Because it's 2019, they don't need all that. Usually all the beats are computerized, and you go in there, you lay down the vocals, they mix the vocals. That's usually what it is. So I had a whole band. So it gets expensive, for jam rooms, for practice sessions, and then we're doing tours. We're doing little tiny stages, and we got a whole band with drums and all these instruments, and we're all crammed on one little stage. You know what I mean? We were so far-fetched. We were so ready for the big stage. You know what I mean? But we weren't there yet. You know what I mean? So I used to come up with every excuse, like, I don't want to record on no type of beat if it's not my band. If it's not live instruments, I don't want it. But I didn't have the money to record live instruments. So here comes the dilemma. So I'm still getting beats from all these producers, and they probably would have been great songs, but I kept making excuses of why I couldn't record this song, or why I couldn't do that, or I couldn't do this because I need this, and couldn't do this because I need that. And in the book, he was saying, like, people will try to be perfect at anything. And he was like, but when it comes to their dreams, they're perfectionists. But anything else in life, usually people aren't perfectionists about anything else in their life. We usually just, wing it, and we'll figure it out as we go. You know what I mean? Like, you can go buy a house and be like, well, what if this happens, or what if that happens? You want to plan for your perfect house. But usually people are like, this is a house, it'll do for now. If I ever want to move, I'll move. And, you figure out things as you go. And he was saying in the book, like, people try to be perfectionists when it comes to their dreams, where if they were to wing it, they could probably get to where they want to get a lot faster. You know what I mean? You'll figure it out as you go. As long as you jump into it and you take action moving towards your goal, then you'll get there a lot faster than being like, I need this, I need that, and since I don't have this, I don't have that, then I'm just not gonna do it. So when he said that, it just hit me like, man, that's how I was with my music business. Like, I feel like I could have went far because I had a pretty decent following. I had, fans, even at my school that would come out to shows that fucking 30, 45 minute drive, an hour drive, hour and a half drive, just to come see me perform. You know what I mean? And they were, at every show. So it was like I had a pretty decent following, or a pretty decent enough following that I could build on that. I kind of had a foundation. But when that following wanted more music, I wasn't giving it to them because I was trying to be a perfectionist when it came to my music. And there's nothing wrong with being a perfectionist when it comes to your craft or your art. But what I'm saying is, I could have got to where I wanted to get a whole lot faster if I would have, just been like, all right, well, I'll do this for now until I could get enough money. I'll do these songs for now to generate enough money to record the live instruments. And then when I came out with the live instruments, I probably would have just really killed the game. You know what I mean? Because the bars was everything was going to be on point. I would have made the songs on point. I would have made it work. But then it would have been real A1 when I came out with the live instruments. So that's what I'm saying I should have did. But the whole thing about it is, when he said that, it really stuck with me. And the reason why, because he was saying people are trying to be perfectionists, and the real reason that they're being a perfectionist is not because they want their art or their craft to be perfect. They're making excuses to not pursue it because they're afraid to fail. Like, it's like subliminally in your mind, you're afraid to fail. You're afraid that if you do this and you put your neck out there and like, this is what I'm doing, and people see you trying to attempt this, that if you fail at it, that you'll be devastated and everybody will look at you a certain way. So it's not more the fact that you want your craft to be perfect. It's more of, I'm afraid to start. So if I tell people this is what I need and this is why, and I need this and I need that, or I need live instruments to perform or live instruments to record, then it gives me time to put everything on the back burner. It lets you procrastinate. It lets you put everything on the back burner and avoid the issue for right now.